Don versus Demise Mr. E.
Yeah, I think we're in for a good one here. As long as Don could keep his pace control. If he starts going in too heavily, you play right into Mr. E's wheelhouse. And another thing Mr. E does so well, ledge trapping. You're usually taking way too much time out of your day trying to get off the ledge if you're anybody against Mr. E.
Certainly true, especially against a character like Mario, who, even though his up B is pretty good from the ledge as far as an offensive option, it is nothing, pales in comparison to Dolphin Slash. A get-out-of-jail-free card that I would expect E to pull out plenty of times in this set.
You see, he's just kind of landing with like a lot of space aerials. That is his jump, so he's, no, never mind, he still had to jump. But he has to respect Mr. E consistently at the ledge here. Just trying to jump in with the down air. Gonna get the Trump. Mr. E, one of the few players still utilizing Trump super well, and it ended up leading to that stock.
He's super consistent with it, and even though there have been changes to the ledge play for this game, he really doesn't care. He knows that it works eventually. He tried to change up how he did it, but talking about a change up, Don swinging for the fences with that real quick. Only taking 11%. That's like, nothing.
It's like I was talking about. Oh, he was trying to rip his jump. That could have been an early gimp for Don there. But it's like I was talking about before. Don thrives on you trying to play too aggressive. He knew that that nair was coming in from the ledge, and he made him pay for it. How can he adjust around this, though? Trying to roll his way back in. Dancing Blade.
I feel like
force a bad situation.
If it's not the fact that Don can't get off the ledge, it's the fact that he can't escape being inside of his own shield. It's almost like a prison against the legs of E. And the worst part about that is that E thrives on that kind of play, because that's when we start to see the shield breakers.
Yep. Usually you won't see it for like the first 2, maybe even 4 or 5 interactions, but the moment you get comfortable in shield,
it pops
is he gonna
like a
steal
balloon.
stock? He got the stock away. Excuse me, sir. Nice long lead he had there. Let me go ahead and steal that back. I'm going to cash in this stock right real quick. Don definitely needed that right there, and you see definitely moving a lot better now because he got a little bit more confidence off of that.
He's going to need a back air for his troubles, but still, he's keeping this match incredibly tight, incredibly quickly. When you're able to dance the dance with E at his pace, that's when you know you have such a good set ahead of you, because you're forcing E to just constantly crank it up. He's constantly just thinking about what's he going to do next, how is he going to challenge it. And one thing that Don's been doing fantastically, I might add, is having a keen sense of where he is spacing his aerials. Well, he just shy of it, just dash right out so he can dive right back in and keep the pressure out.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mr. E has just been like a doctor dissecting a patient at the ledge. Every time Don has gone for a jump, he's had the right call. Every time he's gone for trying to go for a long combo extension there, but Mr. E getting out of dodge fast. Catches the jump yet again. Is he going to opt to jump? No, he was able to get by the Dolphin Slash. That was huge. There you go. Just go for the grab. Try and rack on some more damage, but he's buried in the corner.
I'm liking the patient movement from Don. The stall with the cape, I think, was really smart.
Is that Crom? Or was that Lucina? Going for 1-2 into the F-tilt afterwards. Don keeping this relatively even, regardless of the fact that Mr. E definitely has been holding advantage much better. There it is. The up tilt's going to not take it out.
Kill. All right. Amazing TI from Don. Up air's doing it, though. No question about that. He taking that game 1. But that was such a tight game 1.
I know. The fact that, like, Mr. E had to work so much harder for a brawler archetype character, getting in on him constantly. And even though he was holding him at the ledge well, Don had the right answers when he needed it to, and he stole momentum away right there with that up B. But Mr. E was able to play it slow, bring it back, and especially like off of those down tilts, Don really needs to start teching those, because if he's going to consistently get those type of positions out of that, he's going to tech chase him with an up tilt at some point. He's going to get huge damage racked on. Right there, he had no jump available to him. Mr. E just faking out the jumps, trying to make it so he would use out that up air dodge. It's not like he's going to use something else. He can't be reversed with that that side B far enough.
All right, so moving forward, one thing that I actually do want to note, AJ, is the fact that no matter what stage we go to, I feel like Don is going to be able to keep that pressure up on E constantly. The fact that we're going into Stadium 2, though, I think is so good for Don, because now he has the gift of space. He's got that lateral area for him to just streamline where E is going to try to approach from.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to point out the fact that in the last match, there was a lot of times where Don had good positioning, but he really needed to reset badly. And look at this here, getting these big combo extensions yet again on PS2. These platforms working so well for him. I think this was a great pick for him here.
with all that being said, I feel like E can navigate the stage very well, and a whole lot of it, you're going to see forward tilt, forward air, a little bit of forward smash too. E is just going to be constantly cutting forward. It's going to be Don's mission in this set to figure out how to pilot around that to stop this starving beast from cutting away.
Yeah, and the big thing too is just, like, much like those missed tech situations, Don, when he's been getting called out on a jump, he has not guessed correctly against Mr. E. Mr. E is so solid at, once your resource is gone, at closing out that stock.
I feel like the problem at hand is just the tools that each of these characters have. Every time we're stepping by the ledge, look what E is able to do from such a safe distance, mind you.
And he knew, like, Mr. E set it up. He's like, all right, that was like the 6th missed tech that he's had. I probably hear him mashing the controller trying to get this techs and immediately answer with that down air. But Don, having him in a good position, there you go, up smash on that get up attack. Gonna take the first stock of the game for him.
All right, Don taking decent amounts of damage as we come up though, but even more important is that once again, trapped at the ledge against E, you're taking more and more damage. You're not able to get any capital in this set if you're only fighting away at E, because he's able to just do that. He's able just to check your options, keep it a force taking damage. So even if you do get your boots back down on terra firma, you are bleeding hard.
Look, the scariest horror movie of 2019 is being on the ledge against Mr. E. It is such a terrible time because no matter what you guess, no matter what you choose, it's almost like he gets it every time. Partly reaction, partly conditioning, and you see that Don, yet again, is just having a hard time getting down. But can he steal yet another stock away? Trying to go for the fair, not going to get it though.
Snatched away by Lucina's own forward air. I feel like Mr. E's reactions, second only to Light. I feel like the two of them play so viscerally. They have such a good sense of how to just play based off of feeling. But I feel like there's no one in this bracket more prepared for fighting a style like Light than Don himself.
Exactly. Playing against an aggressive playstyle is where he thrives, as we've mentioned before. But here's the thing. At 181%, trying to jump off the ledge yet again. He's gone for a couple of these fairs. I don't think they're intentional, but Mr. E gonna make him pay for it.
I feel like Mario throwing out any attack against Lucina at the ledge is just so detrimental to survival itself, especially fair, particularly laggy, even though the payoff is massive. Like, you don't want to be throwing against a sword.
Oh, that was unfortunate for Don right there. He fell out of the down air that could have gotten the stock. And you see, Mr. E is just throwing them out now because he's trying to force Don not to hold shield. That way he can get as many free strings as possible. Or Don could just hold shield and give him a free shield break. Whatever he feels like doing.
No, yeah, it's that conditioning I was talking about earlier. You get so comfortable in your shield, it's like your own safety bubble. Then you learn it's a prison of its own. And he's able to pick at you, bully you constantly until he snatches the win, no matter how you want to play.
I like the option of going for stage control there for Don instead, which led to the stock because the back throw potentially might have gotten the kill. But instead, let me just go for a guaranteed situation where I can establish pressure.
And Ajax, I'm getting a light sense of deja vu. Coming into final stocks, 90% on Don. He was able to manage this well previously. See how things are going to go out for him now as he's immediately brought this battle right off stage.
And again, this is just another situation where every time he's gone for jump down there, Mr. E has responded accordingly. It's not worked for him. But what do? You keep going for neutral get up. You keep going for back rolls. Doesn't matter. And that backer is probably going to do it, and that is going to be a 2-0 victory coming in for Mr. E.
Well played on both players' halves, but E just rattled down Don bit by bit. Lack of options all over. There was nothing that he can do. And even though Don was playing well, his option count just went to 0 by the end of it all.
It all fell apart at the ledge. Like, just keeping it simple and clean. That is such a big part of Lucina's game plan and kit. You just don't have to overextend. Don't do too much. And Mr. E thrives at that. When you're a player like Don, when you're trying to just establish pressure and get big damage combos, you can't because he just keeps smacking you away.
All right, so we are going to be cutting to a slight break. Make sure to stay tuned, folks. We're going to be covering into the rest of Wave B. That's going to be followed shortly by Top 30